Acceptance. Grace. I like those. I like those. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with grace. I'm gonna go with grace. I think I connected to that one a bit more. Word of the day is, should I calm down first? Should I catch my breath first? Or should I just go straight into it? Catch my breath. Damn. I love you too, Tana. Okay.
You got the money. He got money. Get it off for him.
Clampton, thank you for the sub, my boy. All right, word of the day is grace. Yeah. It's a really important thing to have when you're walking a challenging journey, bro. You gotta give yourself a little bit of grace, along with like patience, trust, and allow yourself the flexibility to make mistakes here and there and whatever, you know. But grace is one of the most important ones, you know, to have for yourself, for others. There's a lot of things that come my way on a daily. Sometimes it's just like kind words. Sometimes it's just kind words. Sometimes it's mean words. Sometimes it's people asking me for stuff. Sometimes it's people giving me stuff. You know? As a person who moves and operates off of grace, well, as much as I can, it makes me understand when people throw hate towards me, you know? Especially if it doesn't catch me on a bad day. I look at him and I'm like, okay, look, this person might not have anything else other than, you know, this. And this might be their platform. I just don't want to mention names during this thing. But like, yeah, give that person a little bit of grace, man. They might not know how else to get clout and whatever and this and this and that. If you can't give them grace, you know? Sometimes it might be coming from a person who's close to you, someone who's in your family, your friend group and stuff like that. You have to give them a little bit of grace too. You might be expecting them to move as fast as you and succeed same time as you, and you want them to stop asking you for stuff and all that kind of, you know what I mean? Give them a little bit of grace. Life might be at the moment a little bit more challenging for them than it is for you. You know? Your path might be smooth for now, though, like the one that they walk might be thorny, it might be rocky. Give them a little bit of grace. You know? Sometimes, like when at random places like the airport and stuff like that, let's say I'm going through like security or whatever, and I try and greet like whoever's standing there with the thing. I greet them and they just don't say nothing back, and I know they heard me. I don't instantly go to a place where I'm just like, this person so rude, so mean, so whatever. Nah, dog, I don't. I don't. Give them a little bit of grace. They might be having a terrible morning, bro. A thing I usually say, and this usually happens here in South Africa too, you know? Here in South Africa, especially on the international side, the officers that work on that side sometimes can be very mean and very rude and like inconsiderate. They might, like, the way they address people is just like, brother, you could have said that in a kinder way. And so most of the time when we're flying international, the conversation after we get through immigration and be like, yo, let's see on the face, you know what I mean? What I always try and remind the boys is that, yo, bro, this person might have dreams to travel the world and whatever, but instead they're stuck here collecting your watch and belt and shoes and giving it to you this side so you can travel, and they're stuck here the whole day. Give them a little bit of grace, bro. Give them some grace, man. You know? They were young too at some point and they wanted to do the stuff that we're doing. Look at us. We get to travel the world and go sing songs and stuff. And that's what we do for a living. Life is, yeah, it's hard in some areas, but it's fairly easy for us, bro. You know? Like, I don't have a boss. I might be your guy's boss, but I'm a very good, kind boss too. I'm your friend. That person has to clock in and hear this and this and that from the boss, and good Lord. Probably not even getting paid that much, hates that job, wants to travel, but can't. Every day, thousands and thousands of people walking by like this. Maybe the person 5 people before you was very mean to that person and ruined their whole day. It's not personal. Give them a little bit of grace, bro. They're stuck here for hours and hours and hours. Relax. Know what I mean, bro? Now, grace is also something that I like to acknowledge, or maybe even the lack of, in this journey that I'm on. Yeah, there's a line I say in a song that's unreleased. Right, I say, "Road to riches is a lot of things, but not gracious. But if your heart can get you through it, that will take you places." So if you want to be successful, you want to be big at what you do, you want to be the greatest, this and that, and it's not gonna be gracious. That road is very bumpy. It'll get lonely. Yeah, it's not mad of it. You understand? So sometimes the lack of grace might push you to be more resilient and more aggressive with your hustle. Feel me? Word of the day, grace. Give people grace, man. Afford people grace, bro. You know? You know what I mean? We can forget that sometimes. Especially when our life is going nice and you see someone else just be mean towards us. Just stop for a second and think, hey, what problems could this person be facing right now, bro? You don't know. You have no idea. Because when you're having a bad day, that's what you want people to give to you, man. You want them to give you grace, bro. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, word of the day, child. Grace. That boy good. That boy good with the words now. Come on, chat. That boy good. Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys have certainly given me more grace than I could ever ask for, bro. Way more. Maybe more than I deserve, you know?
He got money. Get it off her.
Mo, thank you for the gifted. Maybe more than I deserve, chat. Cause look at how often I switch characters, bro. Look at like how often I switch sounds, and you know what I mean? Sometimes I make you guys promises and behind the scenes I'm not able to fulfill these promises, and so to you, they look like broken promises, but you still pull up and you give me that grace. Hear me? Yeah, thank you guys. Give this grace to more people. Especially face to face. You don't know what that might do for a person, bro. You might make a person look at life differently. You might make them change their whole approach to the day. They might be feeling like crashing out, dog. You know? walking through the line, bags on bags on bags, a kid that won't stop crying. And if you just stepped aside a little bit and said, yeah, yeah, go ahead. Can I help you with a bag? I'll wait. You know? Maybe they bumped you. Instead of going, "Ay, boy, hey." Maybe just say, "Oh my God, that's a lot of bags. Do you need help?" Change their whole day. At a time where they feel like, yo, the world is just like closing in on me. One nice person, one nice remark or a smile or something like that. Change their whole day, bro. Feel me? Try it. Feels nice. Making someone smile feels amazing, bro. It's a big part of the reason why I'm such a clown, though. You know? I love making people laugh, bro. It's to a point like when I don't make people laugh in my squad even, the energy just changes. Like in the car rides, at the shows, the energy changes. Everyone starts coming up to me asking me if I'm okay and this and that, and it just gets really sad. Cause that's what I do all the time, though. I just try and make people laugh. You know what I mean? Try to make people smile, man. Feel me? All right. Oh yeah, I definitely give myself grace, bro. I do, bro. I know, like I'm the furthest thing from perfect, you know. But I give myself grace to like, all right, it's okay, dude. You know, no one is really expecting you to be perfect. It's okay. Take your time. There's a lot on your plate, a lot on your shoulders. Relax. Take a beat. You know what I mean? All right, chat. Um, your boy's back home. Feels great to be back home. Should I turn this off now? Yeah, before I get too deep. We don't want to cry. The goal is not to cry in here. All right. Very happy to be back. Um, thank God everything went well. We came back unscathed. There was no any serious issues or anything like that. Um, blessed to be doing this for a living and get to travel the world and put smiles on people's faces and make good music and meet amazing cool people and come home and come home to my home base and be able to do this with you cool people. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. I missed you guys, bro. It's very good to be back, bro. I missed you guys. I really did. I really, really did. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I have quite a packed day. Well, it's not packed, but it's a busy day tomorrow. Um, I just have two things to do, but they are both tedious things, you know? I miss my son, man. I have to go get him from Durban. I'm so tired of airports and all that, but I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to go get him. If not tomorrow, the next day. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out with me. Shout out to every single person that showed support on all the platforms. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. Shout out to the ones that popped in and popped out. Shout out to all the new faces in here too, man. You guys are always welcome. We do encourage chatting and interacting with the rest of the chat. I know it's a bit late to say that, but next time when you come back, you'll know not to be too nervous. Just talk to us, man. You know what I mean? We love your energy. All my regulars, love you boys to death, bro. Love you boys to death. I'm out of here, chat. Have a lovely night. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Have a lovely night and have a very productive Wednesday.